All right, y'all. Y'all already know how it go, man. We got some nice, beautiful turf. Evening session going on. Evening session popping. All right, we about to get to it. Ain't nothing but to do it. Yeah, we about to warm up. Let's go. Yes, baby. We on the field. We about to get to it, man. Hey, look. I think today I'm gonna focus on, I don't know, maybe speed training. So we got a speed training phase in the JRF 5 phase system, right? A proven system that we have developed over years upon years, training athletes, getting to the next level. So instead of the footwork and movement stuff, I think I want to tap into the speed training. I don't know what I'm gonna do today. Maybe start in stance or maybe some acceleration stuff. I have no clue. But look, y'all stay tuned. We about to get to it. Let's go. What it do, gang? All right, y'all. So we're gonna do speed training today. I think I already told y'all that. These cones are set up. We're gonna start off with basic technique, starting stance, how I start in stance, okay, and how I teach my athletes. We keep it in a 3-point stance, nothing too crazy. Make sure that your feet is in line with the cone. If you favor the left leg, use the left leg. If you favor the right, use the right. But we also work both. But here, this is the concept that we do. Big toe to the heel toe it out. Make sure you're in a nice, comfortable position. This should typically work for every athlete, unless they got longer legs, shorter legs, whatever the case may be, then we can adjust it. Next thing I want you to focus on is how we load the leg. That front leg is our loading leg. Okay, we load everything on that front leg. Next thing is making sure that the arm is opposite of the leg. That's very important. Arm is opposite of the leg. We got this up here right by the cheek, and making sure that this back arm is cocked back here because you don't want any wasted movement when we take off. So here should be a good stance, making sure our spine is neutral, not too down, too far, and not too high up. All right. So this is a perfect starting stance, nothing too crazy. So we can take off and start the drill. Cool. Y'all, so you know how we do it, man. We start with the foundation for everything that we do before we progress to anything. So that was just a starting stance. All right, now we about to focus on the acceleration phase, and that's the reason why we got that extra cone right here about 2 yards out. Because when we explode, we want to make sure we hop out there and make sure that we pressing, pressing, pressing. All right, now the acceleration phase, the main focus you want to think about is pushing the ground back, right? Pushing the ground back. That's how we can propel forward, getting more distance, and covering more distance for acceleration. That's all acceleration means. How fast can you get to point A to point B, and making sure that you can transition well to top end speed and also decelerating at the same time, right? That's pretty much what speed training is. So first drill we got, we're just gonna do this a couple times. We're gonna lower the leg up here and just make sure we popping out. Pow, pow. Right leg, and make sure we popping out. Pow, 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 pow. Nice and simple. So now for me though, what I noticed with me, I got a shorter stride, so I gotta overextend to make sure I get that triple extension and making sure I can produce the most force. All right, if not, you're gonna see my chops come straight here. We don't want small choppy steps on acceleration phase. Out a little bit further, propel, push to the ground. You're gonna feel like you're moving a little slower, but I promise you, you're running faster. All right, so let's do that drill a few times, and then we're gonna transition into the main drill and get busy, dog. Let's go. We throwing the cleats on. You already know I call these like mice, man. Let's do left leg again. Boom. Boom. All right, let's get it. Full speed. Here, here, here. Lower the right leg. As y'all can see, that first drill is very important, right, for acceleration. Do that drill as many times as possible. Get it down pat, all right? Even for me, as a trainer, I'm still working on it daily to make sure I'm getting better for my athletes. So if you're a trainer, coach, make sure you do the acceleration drill, right? Starting stance from at least point A to point B. Simple. All right, so y'all saw me do that a few times. I want to make sure my body is activated for speed training and running. Now, the main drill that we're going to get into is this right here. I'm going to show y'all. So, we're going to do low knees, right? Low knees here. And then as soon as we hit this orange cone, that's what we're doing. Hitting acceleration until we hit that blue cone. All right? Nice and simple drill, but it can take a long time to master it, right? So, again, we here, 50%. Get them chopping. Nice and slow. Push, 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 push. Making sure you clear that blue cone. Clear the blue cone. All right. So that was a nice walkthrough. We're going to do 50%, and then we're going to do 75, and then full throttle. So I got to show y'all exactly how we can transition from the foundation of starting stance to the acceleration drill, and then progressing over to the drill that we about to do right now. Cool? Let's get it. All right, y'all. Now we got 50% real quick. Again, what I don't want to see is high knees. We're not doing high knees. Please do not do high knees. Make sure your arm is in sync with your legs. It's low knee drive, as many steps as possible until you hit that orange, and then we transition into acceleration. So 50% here, here. Push, 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 push. That makes sense? That makes sense? Now let's do 75% real quick. 75% right here. Push, 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 push. Now we got 100% rapid fire arms, making sure we get to that blue cone as fast as possible. Cool? So really, we're working on transition and also acceleration, right? The cool thing about this is with speed training, explosive training, all of it correlates into specific sport, footwork, and movement training. So that's why I incorporate all the phases in my drills. And I also show y'all the first one and also the last one. But that's the main three things: speed training, explosive, and sport-specific footwork and movement. But 100%, I know I can be a little chatty, but I just want to make sure I'm bringing value to y'all, man. That's it. So 100%. Let's go. Let's go. You feel me? We're going to do it again. One more time. So I can feel myself. I wasn't fully extending. I felt it. We're going to do it again. So I was more so rushing, trying to get power. Let's get that leg extended at the same time. So go. With a little bit more power. But yeah, that's what we got today. Do the drill. Let me know how you think about it. Give me some feedback. And let's get busy, man. Our main goal on earth is to make sure we bring as much value to y'all, for athletes, coaches, and trainers. So let's get busy. Let's get it.